Psychology of famous characters. Why do they think like this? Have you ever wondered why some of the most famous characters in literature behave the way they do? What drives their madness, guilt, or hesitation? Today, we are diving deep into the psychology of three of literature's most complex minds: Macbeth, Hamlet, and Raskolnikov. Stay till the end because the last one might just change the way you see crime and morality forever. 1. Macbeth, the psychology of power and paranoia. Imagine this. You have just been told that you will become king, but there is a catch. You have to kill to get there. Would you do it? Macbeth, from Shakespeare's Macbeth, is a classic case of ambition gone too far. At first, he is a loyal soldier, but when he hears the witch's prophecy, his desire for power consumes him. The moment he kills King Duncan, his paranoia kicks in. He starts hallucinating. He sees a floating dagger before the murder and later the ghost of Banquo. Psychological analysis. Macbeth suffers from guilt induced psychosis. His mind plays tricks on him because deep down he knows he did something unforgivable. His wife, Lady Macbeth, acts as a driving force, but notice how their roles switch. She starts off confident but later breaks down while Macbeth becomes ruthless. He becomes addicted to power and, like many real world tyrants, he eliminates anyone he sees as a threat. Final takeaway: Macbeth shows us how unchecked ambition and paranoia can destroy a person from within. 2. Hamlet, the psychology of indecision and madness. What if your father was murdered and his ghost asked you to take revenge? What would you do? Hamlet, from Shakespeare's Hamlet, is a fascinating study of indecision, existential crisis, and possible mental illness. When his father's ghost tells him to kill his uncle Claudius, Hamlet does absolutely nothing. Instead of taking immediate action, he overthinks everything. Psychological analysis. Hamlet might be suffering from melancholia, depression. He constantly questions life, death, and the meaning of existence, to be or not to be. He pretends to be mad, but is it really just an act? His erratic behavior suggests he is losing touch with reality. His famous Oedipus complex theory suggests he has unconscious feeling towards his mother, Gertrude, which complicates his emotions. Final takeaway: Hamlet represents the dangers of overthinking. His inability to act leads to destruction not for him, but for everyone around him. 3. Raskolnikov, the psychology of guilt and justification. Is it ever justifiable to commit murder? What if it's for a greater good? This is exactly what Raskolnikov, the protagonist of Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, struggles with. He believes that some people are superior and have the right to kill if it serves a higher purpose, like Napoleon. So he kills an old pawnbroker, thinking he is doing society a favor. But instead of feeling powerful, his mind begins to collapse. Psychological analysis. Cognitive dissonance. His mind cannot handle the conflict between his belief that he is extraordinary and his actual guilt. This leads to paranoia and physical sickness. Moral justification versus conscience. He tries to rationalize his crime, but guilt eats him alive. This mirrors real life criminal psychology, where many killers break down after the act. Redemption arc. Unlike Macbeth and Hamlet, Raskolnikov gets a chance at redemption when he confesses and finds meaning in suffering. Final takeaway: his story teaches us that no one can escape guilt no matter how much they try to justify their actions. Which of these characters do you relate to the most? Do you think their actions were justified? Let's discuss in the comments. If you found this analysis interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into literature and psychology. Thank you.